Being born into poverty isn't something you choose, but staying poor for life, that's something you can change. Again and again, people have overcome far worse situations than yours and gone on to build huge fortunes. In fact, 1 in 10 people decide to take control of their financial future and become wealthy, showing that it's not about luck or chance. It's actually a lot simpler than most people think. The truth is, you can become rich by doing the same things that helped others become rich. By the time you finish this video, you'll know exactly what changes you need to make in your daily habits to break free from poverty and build real wealth. Let's go through everything step by step. Here are 15 things rich people do that poor people don't. Number 1. Rich people read a lot. The average CEO reads over 50 books a year, while most people don't even finish one, and if they do, it's usually fiction, not something that helps them grow. CEOs make about 180 times more money than the average person, and that's not just a coincidence. A 2025 study by Harvard Business Review found that 88% of successful CEOs say constant learning, especially through reading, was key to their success. Books let you learn in a few hours what someone else spent a lifetime figuring out. Reading true stories of success doesn't just show you that it's possible, it gives you a clear roadmap of how to get there. Most books cost around $20 to $30, but the knowledge inside can completely change your life. That's the best return on investment you can make. Every book you read makes you about 1% better and closer to wealth. It may seem small at first, but over time, those gains add up. Think of reading as building a mental savings account. Each page deposits value that compounds into future success. If you want to be rich, start with a book. Number 2. Sacrifice the present for the future. Rich people, or those who are on their way to becoming rich, know how to sacrifice short-term comfort for long-term success. They practice something called delayed gratification, which means giving up small pleasures now to enjoy much bigger rewards later. While most people want quick results, future millionaires are okay with working hard and living simply for a few years if it means they can live in luxury for the rest of their lives. The big difference is that they have a clear vision and believe that the struggle will lead somewhere. They do what most people won't, so they can eventually live how most people can't. The more you're willing to sacrifice now, the more your life will grow later. Even if you don't have money to invest yet, you can invest your time, learning, improving, and building. The best time to start was 10 years ago. The second best was yesterday. The third best is right now. If you've seen the first part of this video, you already know it usually takes about 7 years to become rich. That means the sooner you start, the sooner you arrive. Everyone has the same 24 hours each day, but wealthy people use theirs much differently. They plan, they focus, and they stick to the long game. If you're serious about building wealth, now's the time to stop wasting time and start using it wisely. Number 3. Rich people go all in on their strengths. Rich people focus all their energy on what they're naturally good at, and that's where most people get it wrong. For example, when a kid is failing Spanish but loves computers, their parents usually hire a Spanish tutor instead of helping them grow in what they already love. Most people try to fix their weaknesses, but the rich do the opposite, they double down on their strengths. Once you figure out what you're naturally good at, go all in. That's your unfair advantage, and it can take you further than anything else. What feels hard for others can feel fun and easy for you, and that's the sweet spot for success. The problem is, most people don't know what they're good at, and they don't know what kind of life they want, so they never connect the two. Every person is born with a gift, and not using it to improve your life and help others is like ignoring your true purpose. One thing will make you rich, just one, and once you find it, you have to stick with it and give it everything. A side hustle usually means your main plan isn't strong enough. Rich people follow the money, and they place themselves where their talents can actually pay off. Sometimes that means leaving your comfort zone, working insane hours, or chasing a dream that no one else believes in. Going all in means there's no backup plan, you've decided, and you won't stop until it works. The more energy you pour into your goal, the better your chances of getting lucky. Rich people understand that luck doesn't just happen, it's something you create with hard work, focus, and belief. Number 4. They believe they are responsible for their own actions. Rich people believe they are fully responsible for their own future, while many others spend their entire lives waiting for someone else to save them. Those who become wealthy understand that no one is coming to rescue them, they have to take control and create the life they want. They don't just believe that life can change, they believe they were meant for something great, and it's only a matter of effort before the world sees it. There are no shortcuts to success, so you have to start taking small steps every day. Remember this, if you're not building your own dreams, someone else will hire you to build theirs. As of 2025, 79% of all millionaires and billionaires are self-made. That means no inheritance, no rich family, just focused, consistent work. Every single day, the world is creating 4,600 new millionaires, and 1,700 of them are in the US alone. These are regular people who chose to earn more, make smarter decisions, and move with purpose. Since 2020, the number of millionaires in the US has doubled, proving that becoming rich is not only possible, it's happening all around you. So stop holding yourself back. Many smart people stay poor simply because they never take the actions that lead to wealth. Intelligence without action is just wasted potential. The difference between those who stay stuck and those who get rich is that the rich take full responsibility and do the work. Number 5. They set money goals. Rich people don't just hope to get rich, they make it a clear, specific goal. That's the big difference. While most people wish they had millions, the rich say things like, "I want to make $100,000 by the end of the year." Then they break it down, that's about $8,334 a month or $274 a day. From there, they start asking the right questions. How much am I making now? How can I earn more? Can I improve my skills, charge more, or sell something new? This type of thinking turns a dream into a real plan. Humans are actually great at reaching goals, if we're clear on what we want. But you can't hit a target you can't see. That's why wealth starts with clarity. If your goals are vague, your results will be too. So take a moment and grab a pen and paper. Write down exactly what you want to achieve and by when. It may sound old school, but a study from Harvard Business School found that people with written goals are 10 times more likely to succeed. Set a goal big enough to change your lifestyle, and then chase it with everything you've got. Even if you fall short, you'll still be way ahead of where you started. Small steps taken daily toward a clear goal can lead to massive results over time. Number 6. They use leverage. Rich people use leverage to get more out of their efforts, while most people don't even know what leverage is, and that's why they stay stuck in the rat race. Most people trade time for money in a straight line, work 1 hour, get paid $20, work 10 hours, get $200. But the rich break out of that pattern. They might work 10 hours and earn nothing, work 100 hours and make $100, but then work 1,000 hours and earn $1 million. That's because their effort isn't spent just doing tasks, it's focused on building something that keeps working for them. They build the factory, not just the product. For example, writing a book takes months of work, but once it's done, you can sell it forever without doing more work. The same goes for videos, like this one, they can be watched endlessly, by millions of people, for years to come. Or software, once you create it, it can be used and sold around the world, 24/7. The most powerful kind of leverage comes from combining media and code. That's how rich people multiply their time, energy, and income. You only have to get it right once to change your life. Getting rich often means taking big risks with small amounts of money, but staying rich means being smart, taking small risks with large amounts. If you want real financial freedom, stop trading time for money and start building things that keep working even when you're not. Number 7. Their money works for them. Rich people make their money work for them, and that's a major difference from how most people handle money. Regular folks go to work, get paid, and then spend that money on things they want. But rich people follow a different strategy. They use the money they earn from their jobs to buy income-generating assets, like real estate, stocks, or businesses, and they only spend the income those assets produce. In the beginning, they don't touch the money they earn from work, they reinvest it. This approach changes everything. It means the main reason you work is to collect assets, not to upgrade your lifestyle. You live simply, keeping your expenses as low as possible, until the assets you've built start paying for your upgraded life. Every dollar earned gets reinvested into things that can grow over time. If you're in a relationship, a smart strategy is to live on one person's income and invest the other person's income entirely, into a business, property, or anything that can increase in value or generate income. This is how wealth grows quietly in the background. By building a system where your money earns more money for you, one day you'll no longer have to trade your time to survive. Number 8. Rich people focus on making more money, not just saving it. While many say, a penny saved is a penny earned, the truth is, a penny saved is still just a penny, and no one ever got rich by saving pennies. At best, being super frugal just keeps you from going broke, but it won't make you wealthy. In life, you can either get really good at budgeting or make enough money that you don't have to. The reality is, you can only cut your spending down to zero, but there's no limit to how much income you can earn. The problem is, most people don't know how to control how much they make, so someone else decides it for them. The key is to stop trading your time directly for money, because as long as your income depends on hours worked, you'll always have a cap on your earnings. Be aware of how you spend your money. You work so hard to earn it, so ask yourself who you're actually making rich. It might be time to start investing in yourself instead of enriching someone else. Rich people focus on growing their income to a point where small expenses, like a daily latte, don't even matter. They buy time, not stuff. Ambitious people spend money to learn new skills, while lazy people waste money on things that distract them. Successful investors treat money like poker chips. It's just a tool to grow your pile, not something to hold on to emotionally. The goal is to keep stacking chips and make that pile grow bigger and bigger. Number 9. Rich people think in terms of abundance, not scarcity. They don't see success as a limited pie where someone else's win means their loss. Instead, they believe there's more than enough to go around, and they're often surprised at just how much is available to those who go after it. Most people don't even enter the race because someone once told them not to try, and they believed it. But the real limits in life are usually the ones we place on ourselves. Studies have proven that people with an abundance mindset tend to be more successful and happier, while those stuck in a scarcity mindset struggle with decisions and long-term planning. The truth is, the world is overflowing with money, and some of it is meant for you. But you have to go out and claim it. Start by asking, where is the money? Think of it like gold hidden in a mountain. Which mountain should you dig into? Probably the one that's already made others rich. So go where the opportunity is and grab your share. You don't need to be overly realistic. In fact, a little bit of wild belief in your future can help. People who say, be realistic, often have no clue what's really possible. Every day, better tools, smarter technology, and more powerful information become available. All you have to do is reach out, learn, and use them to carve your own path to success. Number 10. Rich people succeed because they play the long game. The main difference between being poor and becoming wealthy often comes down to patience and having a long-term vision. Here's one of the most important things you'll ever learn: if you put in the work and keep going long enough, you will eventually win. The key is to not quit and not get distracted. Almost any plan will work if you stay focused and stick with it. If you become obsessed with your goal, stay disciplined even when you don't feel like working, and keep improving your skills over time, success will follow. You don't need to be incredibly talented or special, you just need to want it more and be willing to work for it. Hard work always beats talent when talent gets lazy. So shift your thinking. Poor people think about surviving today. Middle-class people think about the next few months. But rich people plan decades ahead. That's why they invest in learning and personal growth early, because the sooner you upgrade your thinking, the longer you can benefit from it. Think of it like going to the gym. You don't expect abs after one workout, and it's the same with your brain. You need to train your mind regularly, over time, to get real, lasting results. Number 11. Rich people are curious. Everything around you was once just an idea in someone's mind. Every item you see, your chair, phone, laptop, TV, rug, glass, clothes, even the content you're watching right now, was created, refined, assembled, marketed, and sold to you for a profit. You gave someone money, and they gave you a product. These things are all tools for building wealth, but only if you understand how the game works. Once you do, you stop being a pawn. In this world, curiosity is capital. Poor people just consume everything around them, while rich people reverse engineer how it all works and use that knowledge to get even richer. If you want to build wealth, you have to stop being just a consumer and start becoming a creator. Consumers spend money, creators earn it. To do this, you need to learn two key things. One is technical, and the other is psychological. First, you need to know how to create something, how to take raw materials, ideas, or skills and turn them into something valuable. Every business model out there has been broken down and explained, and you can learn any one of them if you're serious. Second, you need to understand how people think, what they need, what they want, and why they buy. That's the real engine behind all business. Once you get both of these things, the rest comes down to execution, actually doing the work. Number 12. They study and get mentored. Rich people study and learn from other successful people because a great mentor can save you years of trial and error and help you avoid costly mistakes. Just being around high performers can give you an advantage. Studies show that sitting near someone who performs at a high level can boost your own performance by 15%. That's why it's so important to surround yourself with people who have already walked the path you want to take and to stay open to learning. The biggest thing holding most people back is pride, thinking they already know it all. But the truth is, you don't need to have all the answers, because mentorship lets you borrow someone else's experience and wisdom. If you want to be rich, study rich people and ignore advice from those who aren't where you want to be. Don't take money advice from broke people, even if they're your parents, teachers, or friends. They might mean well, but they're not qualified to guide your financial future. They can help you with other things, but not wealth building. Remember, trees don't stay on the ground with the grass, even though they started there. If you can't find a mentor in real life, read books. They're full of insights from successful people. There are book lists like Alex's Top 100 that include biographies and strategies from those who've made it. YouTube is full of free podcasts and videos where millionaires and billionaires share what they've learned. Even apps exist that are designed to be your personal mentor at a low cost. Everything you need is out there, but choosing not to learn from it is your decision, and if you don't take this seriously, you won't be ready for what the future demands. Number 13. Rich people understand that the world is always changing, and every big change brings a new chance to get rich. Each wave of innovation has created massive wealth. The internet gave us blogs, then online stores, then social media, then the gig economy, then crypto, and now we're in the era of AI, with even more new tools and industries being born from each of these. Every single wave made millionaires and even billionaires. While most people fear change and try to avoid it, future millionaires see change as opportunity. They pay attention to what's coming next and prepare for it. They skate to where the puck is going, not where it is now. Those who learn new tools early have a huge advantage over people stuck in the old ways. You don't want to be like the farmer who refuses to buy a tractor because his cattle still work, because sooner or later, he'll be left behind. The key is to keep your eyes open, stay curious, and stay flexible. The faster you adapt to change, the faster you position yourself to grow. In a fast-moving world, being slow to learn is expensive. Number 14. Rich people don't sit around trying to manifest success, they take action. There's real power in moving from just thinking about something to actually doing it in the real world, and that shift builds momentum that can change your life. Big opportunities don't just show up on their own. Most people stay stuck in their heads, making plans, daydreaming, or saying they're manifesting or attracting things by putting energy into the universe, hoping things will magically work out. But rich people don't rely on that. They see something they want, and they go out and make it happen. They don't wait for permission, they create first, then make it better later. If they don't like something in their life, whether it's about themselves, their work, or their surroundings, they take steps to fix it. And here's something to remember: what you don't change, you're choosing to live with. Too many people talk about what they want to do, but never take the steps to actually do it. Results only come from effort. If you put something in, you'll get something back. You have to be bold and take action, even if other people don't believe in you. That's how change really happens. Number 15. Rich people are comfortable dealing with big problems because they know that their business or life can't grow unless they grow too. If you want a big life, you have to be okay with facing big challenges. You don't want to stay stuck with small, $10 problems. Being calm under pressure comes from experience. The more you deal with stress, the better you get at handling it. Wealthy people build up the ability to manage stress and complicated situations over long periods of time. In truth, we're all walking around with anxiety, but the rich turn that pressure into productivity. When others get overwhelmed and give up, they keep going until they figure it out. Real confidence comes from knowing you can rely on yourself, even when things get tough. You can't live a multi-million-dollar life without dealing with the kind of problems that come with it. So if something in your life right now feels scary or like a huge challenge, that's a good sign. It means you're growing. Don't run from it, run toward it. Every reward in life is waiting on the other side of fear. Expect the problems to get bigger as you level up, and know that facing them head-on is proof that you're moving forward. If you found this video useful, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to not miss our future uploads. See you in the next video.